sinto caindo no fundo de um abismo, completamente sem ar. A verdade é que a sua ausência sufoca minha alma. A lembrança do seu beijo com sabor de poesia enlouquece meu coração estrangeiro. O seu sorriso de menina com olhar de mulher.
Gorgeous shots capturing those very intimate moments where it almost felt like time stood still, but you still felt them so viscerally throughout. Great attention to the sensual, especially touch throughout in the textures, the design, the long moments of touch lingering. Lovely narration that brought us in on that very strong emotional roller coaster that was deeply felt and fully committed to through the performances. The structure of past and present melding I thought was really effective and really swirled around the relationship, almost as if there was like a haunting quality. And it was a really powerful structure.
This was a beautiful, bittersweet film. A couple very much in love face a tragedy. What set this film apart for me was the gorgeous lighting and camera shots of the couple, especially in the bedroom scenes and by the water's edge. The underwater scenes were also very effective. So many senses of sight, touch, and even smell were shown in a sensual manner. Extremes of both joy and pain were done with great sensitivity. I liked the melancholy soundtrack, which worked perfectly. Great chemistry between the leads.
Well, I didn't expect this film to actually be as romantic as it was, just from the title. I thought there would be action, a lot more action. The gorgeous lovers who seem to have it all. Beautiful moments, romantic shots, a beautiful location they're shooting in. And it begins with him in the pool and it ends with him in the pool. He learns his love is ill, and we don't learn that much about it, but he tells her he can't live without her. The best line in it is, "Your absence suffocates my soul." That was stirring. I thought that was original.
Smart and sexy, and just draws you in with what's going on between these two. At times, it feels sort of like a high fashion or perfume commercial, and even by the end, you're not completely sure. But it is really well done. Really, just great looks on screen. Great direction, great cinematography.
Thought it had like the feelings of a romance novel come to life, and just a really dramatic love story that ends sadly, and also just a beautiful love story. Just all of it to me. It also felt sort of like a mixture of a movie and a music video. It was so interesting and intriguing, and I loved the cinematography, especially the lighting where the sun was setting and they were outside having a conversation. And there's so much of this that I really, really loved. The opening with him being underwater, you're not really sure, is this going to end with him dying? And then how that's brought in, like in the middle, they show that again, and at the end. So I really liked the use of that and making us wonder as the audience, what's going to happen? Is he killing himself or does he not? There were some really cool shots of specifically the one where he's grabbing for her hand, and then the shower handle is there because he's just having the memories of her while he's having a shower. I love that the memories and the current day and the actual past are all kind of intertwined. Subtly kind of transitioning from one to the other was so beautiful. The music itself was a character. I felt like it had a necessity in this. Like, we really needed the music. It was really nice music, and there was minimal dialogue. A lot of it was narration, but I loved the combination of the music, the narration, the dialogue. Just all of it was so great. And it just brings you to this point where when she says she's sick, you're satisfied with that in a way, because he's struggling so much and he's so in love with this person. You don't want her to just be breaking up with him. I know that sounds terrible. Like, don't want anyone to ever be sick, but it was just, I did not want her to just be breaking up with him. But it was just so beautifully done. So many good shots in this camera-wise, and the editing was so good. The acting and the performances by both of these beautiful human beings, by the way, was really, really good. I love the end quote, and that he comes out of the water and there's hope at the end.
Of both visual and verbal poetry. The images themselves, the use of editing combined to create a very sensual visual experience that perfectly matches and enhances the poetic musings on love and lust at play in the voiceover track. You really do feel the pain and turmoil, but as well as the eternal love that kind of underlies all of that. When he raises himself out of the water at the end, like, that's as true a moment as emotional catharsis as well as I've ever seen.